Today, I'm going to cut up some squid. This is fresh from the fish market today, and it still has the ink sac in it. This guy back here is called the mantle. Here's his fins. Here's his wee head looking at you. Here's his tentacles. This part here, I cut off. Going to take the body of the head and the mantle and just pull gently because I don't want that ink guy to squirt at me. Here we go. Just twisting it like this, and then out she comes. Oh, I heard it rip. Out she comes, just gently. I'm just pulling it out ever so gently. Next, inside this little baby is his cartilage. That's called a cutter bone. And she just comes out. This is all very easy. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, isn't nature wonderful? It looks like a piece of plastic. Okay, that's what it is. Let's do that to all of them. You would think this would be a sci-fi movie when you do this. Even though I've cleaned it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my hand along here, and from another angle, you'll see that some things come out. You know, a little bit of his innards. The ink, you want to see where the ink comes from? Absolutely. That little bit of ink right there. That's his ink sac. If you're finding it hard to get all the innards out, just take the non-sharp part of your knife and just clean it out like that. As I'm cleaning the innards out, some ink is still coming out, so I'm going to wash them a second time once I'm all done. The eyes actually have a little bit of ink in them too. They squirt at you. However, I don't eat the eyes, and I don't eat this too. They say you can eat every single bit of the squid. Right in front of the eye is where I'm going to cut the tentacle. Just something you should know. Inside that tentacle, there's something called the beak. See that pop out? You see that? That's sharp. Let's take it out. That's called the beak. You don't want to eat the beak. Let's cut another one. That little beak is his stinger. Comes right through his mouth, little eyes, right through his mouth, right through these tentacles at the front. Actually, no, I'm not going to wash them. I lied to you. Why don't we just take the skin off? You don't have to take the skin off. As a matter of fact, sometimes I like to fry them up and leave the skin on because the skin turns purple and it's really quite beautiful. You can eat the skin too. But look at that. I'm going to put my finger right under there. See? Boop, 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 boop. See? Look at that. How easy is that? I'm going to do the rest of them. And you guys can just wait a wee bit and I'll be back. I've washed and dried these, and as you can see, I've left the fin on. When you order calamari in a restaurant, that fin is taken off, but you can eat it. It's absolutely delicious. Fried calamari, grilled calamari, the rings, they just cut the rings like that, you know, 1/2 inch or so. I am just going to drizzle a really nice olive oil on it. Sprinkle, my hands are clean as you know, sprinkle just a little bit of salt. After all, it does come from a salted area, doesn't it? And then I'm just going to coat the other side of that with the existing oils. Let's have those just sit and marinate for a bit. And I'm going to move on to what I'm going to do with these squid. I'm going to make myself a Mediterranean salad. It's only going to take about 1 minute on each side for that calamari to be cooked on the grill. So let's start the salad. Let's put in about, I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of olive oil. I think that's about it. I'm going to put in, let's say, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of capers, garlic. I'm not going to crush this garlic. I want the chunks with the flavor to permeate some parsley. Not a lot, let's say a tablespoon. I've got 2 teaspoons, what the fuck? I've got 2 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Little pepper. Don't need any salt because the capers are salty enough. And let's taste her. I guess I could use my caper spoon, couldn't I? A little more olive oil. Just making my bed for my calamari. Olives would be nice, right? Gives you that Mediterranean idea. I've got some nice looking heirloom cherry tomatoes, but they're pretty big. Let's cut them in half and just toss them hither and dither. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's grill our calamari. As I mentioned earlier, it's only going to take about 1 minute on each side for these beautiful calamari. Oh, look at that, purple. Oh, I wish I was filming this. I am filming it. Oh, alien, take over. It's been on for about 1:30. Good enough. A lot of seafood, like scallops, etc. You just want to hit the pan and be done with it, otherwise you're talking about rubber. I was hoping for a little bit more char marks, and I'll turn it up to 400. These guys are done. Look at that. The other side has been on about 1:30. I don't have grill marks like I usually have on the barbecue, but that's okay. I would rather have them just cooked perfectly than having grill marks. Gonna let them sit there for a bit. I am just going to plate these right on top of my Mediterranean salad. I'm gonna have the fins like that. I just think the presentation will be gorgeous with the fins like that. I'm gonna put one of these tentacles at the end like this. I just think that's so pretty, right? A little bit more tomatoes. Rolling your lemon like this loosens up the juice. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squeeze some juice. Just going to drizzle my olive oil balsamic vinegar dressing here, just like that. I've got the bitterness of the arugula lettuce. I've got that sweetness of the calamari. So I think that's a beautiful presentation of a Mediterranean salad. It certainly has a bit of a twist. I think altogether this probably cost me about $7. Give it a try. I think you're going to find calamari just as sweet and delicious as lobster. Ciao for now.